Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shine himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente. ¿Qué lo que? You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Maldito Borracho. Dímelo, mi gente. You already know, man. Fight week. Tomorrow weigh in. One of the most anticipating fight of the year. One of the most anticipating fight in boxing. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. Of course. And tomorrow we're going to be doing the demonstration breakdown, you know what I'm saying, in the heavy bag, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these YouTubers that just stay, you know, a couch potato type of YouTubers, man. We got to demonstrate, baby. It's going to be lit out there in T-Mobile's Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Man, it's just been great news after great news after great news, ladies and gentlemen. It's been great news after great news and a couple of hiccups, though. Couple of hiccups. Ladies and gentlemen, just let me say, man, this lineup and the potential lineup. Because when I say potential, it's a good reality potential because even there's fights and negotiations that could come through fruition, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, on your way in, Punch Drunk Boxing. You already know the Smelly Salt Podcast. Let's go. Smash the like, support your boy. Here we go, baby. Whoa! I'm hype. Everybody hype in the boxing community. I think everybody collectively in the boxing community, whether you disagree or agree with each other's content, whether you agree or disagree with each other's fan bases and stuff like that, today, it was great news. Today, it was awesome news. Today, it was old news for Punch Drunk Boxing, though. Old news. I understand everybody is hype, and I want to party with y'all. I want to be exciting with y'all, but the news is old out here in Punch Drunk Boxing. That's why I tell the people out there, become a member to Punch Drunk Boxing. When I told you I'm the top dog in media, I'm that guy. I told you I've been on my grind, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I can't be withheld, ladies and gentlemen. Even in the boxing community, even in the boxing industry, want to blackball me, they can't hold me down, baby. If you are familiar and you are a member of Punch Drunk Boxing Drunk Nation exclusive, you will know that today's breaking news is today's old news. But let me say, let's enjoy with everybody else. Let's enjoy with everybody else. Would you was the first report on this fight? Word, that's right. Hey, the war is yours. Y'all already know. Ladies and gentlemen, the lineup of this year and the potential year. Y'all already know this Saturday, T-Mobile, Las Vegas, Nevada. Shout out to Mexico. Shout out to America. Shout out to Kazakhstan. You got Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get that fuck out of here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4th Division World Champion, the Walking Hall of Fame with a pound for pound. Dude in the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. The guy that has been separating himself from his contemporaries. Yes, Canelo Alvarez. Yes, El Rey. Yes, El King. Canelo Alvarez, the super middleweight undisputed versus one of the best middleweights of this era. Probably one of the best heavy middleweights that ever lived. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Y'all already know of matchup that there was uncertainties in the first fight, uncertainties in the second fight, and this is why today we got the trilogy. Even if your boy Punch Drunk Boxing was like, you know what, man, I want to see Triple G do something else in the middleweight division. I want to see him go and unify with Charlo, unify with the Beast Andre, do something else after the Canelo fight. You ain't done too much. You done the same thing that the Beast Andre is doing. You done the same thing that Charlo is doing. You done the same thing that Benavidez is doing. You get praise, they get shame. What's going on, Triple G? You wanted the Willy Wonka ticket. You wanted payday, but you got the payday. You got it at 40 years old. And I'm going to tell you like this right now, ladies and gentlemen, Canelo Alvarez is going to whoop Triple G's behind. Canelo Alvarez is going to give him his pension retirement whooping. He's going to give him his pension plan. He's going to give him the 401k. He's going to give him the retirement party September 17th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. We're throwing a retirement party for Triple G, baby. Whoa! Ric Flair. Let's go. Nobody got the passion and delivery like your boy, Mr. Motion. I ain't this boring ass boxing content creator. Be like, it's a good fight. And I think that, what I'm saying, he throws a good right hand. I think he throws a little uppercut. You know what I'm saying? He good. It's like, no. We don't play those games out here. This is boxing, baby. You deliver the shit like punch rug or you play second fiddle. Everybody plays second fiddle or punch rug. Nobody got the delivery. Nobody got the passion. Nobody could talk the talk, that walk the walk. Nobody got the live commentary. Nobody. I am the rey. I am the king. I am the pastor of boxeo, mi gente. Vamos a ver. Se me hace un par de galletas que le doy a ustedes. Vamos a ver. Let's go, baby. We hype out here. We hype. Ladies and gentlemen, the lineup. We got that fight. We got the phenom Bam Rodriguez on the card. We got a crazy mother effer, but he's back, trained by Kevin Cunningham, one of the most prestige trainers of this era. Let's go. You got Ammo Williams. You got the Renaissance man. You got the Journeyman. You got the Nate Diaz and the Jorge Masvidal of boxing. Gabe Rosado. He lost 15 times, but he give it all he got. He's still getting fights. He ain't in the shelf. Shout out to Gabe Rosado. Shout out to Boricua. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Shout out to Philly. Let's go, baby. Woo! What else we got? They postponed the ladies. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to the family and loved ones of Queen Elizabeth, bruv. Huh? Amazing woman. Amazing royalty. Right? They postponed it. But let's not forget that in October 15th, we got probably the best women fight. We already had one. I'm going to be talking about that as well. But Savannah Marshall versus the GOAT, the two-division, undisputed champion of the world, Clarissa Shields. And in the co-main, you got Alicia Balcon versus Michaela Mayer, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Same in October 15th. We got the return of Alabama's own. He got a trophy. The bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, the bronze medalist, representing USA 2008 Olympic, ladies and gentlemen. Probably the most powerful right hand that we ever seen in the sport of boxing. One of the most powerful punches that we ever seen in the sport of boxing. One of the most powerful punches that ever wear a pair of gloves. Ladies and gentlemen, Deontay Wilder is back versus Robert Helenius. And on the undercard, you got Caleb Plant versus Anthony Durrell. Anthony Durrell, we're probably the knockout of the year last year. Oh, baby, let's go. Smash the like. Chick in the building. Santiago in the building. Let's go. Hawk in the building. Let's go. Who you paying attention to? Who you enjoying boxing with? Who you enjoying boxing with? Let's go. Let's go. Who else? November 5th, baby. We got the man that beat Canelo Alvarez, Dimitri Bivol, in the ring with Suldo Ramirez, ladies and gentlemen. Top dogs, best of the best in the lightweight. Probably we get, and then in negotiations. Look at the fight that is in negotiation. This might be 2022, the greatest year in the sport of boxing. They say that boxing is dead. They say that boxing ain't the same. They say boxing is in life support. No. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know that Alexander Usyk beat Anthony Joshua on their rematch. But guess what? Tyson Fury said, y'all want Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk said, y'all been in the gym for 6 months. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I need a little break. I need to be there for my people. I need to be there with my wife. I need to have another kid. Okay, we understand Alexander Usyk. So Tyson Fury said, if I can't get Usyk now, let me get Anthony Joshua. Let me get the Black Terminator. And every time Tyson Fury talks, people be like, I don't know, man. This guy be lying, man. I don't know, man. He be bluffing. But guess what Anthony Joshua said? He put a picture in the gym. I'm ready for you. I'm going to call out your bluff. Eddie Hearn called out their bluff. And Frank Warren said, oh, okay. Oh, shit. Let me draw this contract right quick. I'm sending you right now. Oh, Frank Warren drawing up the contract, going to deliver to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua accepted all the terms. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, one of the most wanted fights in the history of, well, not in the history, I'm going to say of this era. In the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua, a.k.a. the Black Terminator, versus the Gypsy King, December 3rd, December 3rd, December 3rd. Let's go. In Australia. So let me go a little bit back. Also in October 15th. You got the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney. I know the Dream, you know what I'm saying? He puts people to sleep, but I believe that the pressure I've been putting on Devin Haney, I've been on his motherfucking neck. He's listening to Punch Drunk Boxing, and he's telling to himself, I gotta show out. I gotta entertain. I gotta look sensational. Yeah, Punch, I might not like what he's saying, but he's motherfucking right. They putting me in the back burner. They praising Javante Tan Davis. They praising Ryan Garcia. They're praising Lomachenko. But I'm the heavyweight. I'm the lightweight undisputed. Why they don't think about me? Why they snubbing me? Why I'm not on the pound list? Punch is on my neck, but he's keeping it real. I gotta look sensational. I gotta entertain. I gotta stop George Cambosa down there in the down under, so people can say my name. I won't be the Dream. I will be reality. I got one more chance. Punch is giving me one more chance, and if I don't deliver, he'll ban me from Punch Drunk Boxing. So for Punch Drunk Boxing, Mr. Moonshine, I will deliver a knockout. I will deliver a stoppage. Devin Haney, October 15, is going to do what I say. He's going to fight for me, not for y'all. He's going to fight for me. He got to do what I say. Let's go, Devin Haney. Let's go, Devin Haney. Get that stoppage or you will be banned. That's that pressure. Right now, you saw him in training right now, throwing power. He's like, you know who he's thinking about? He's thinking about me. I'm dead serious. He watching. I'm gonna tell you like this about these fighters. These fighters don't be watching too much of the people they think that they're fans. Nah. These fighters like their negativity. It pushes them. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck Punch Drunk Boxing said, man? I don't got no power. Man. We need a strategy, Dad, for real, because they all snubbing me. We signed with ESPN, not even ESPN got us on pound for pound, bro. Not even ESPN, not even the network we're in. Now, man, not the ring. They told me that I could just give them the belt, and they didn't even hesitate. Like, yo, mama, they don't want me. I gotta show out. I gotta look sensational, like Mike Tyson said at ESPN when he was talking about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Let's go, baby. You got Jessica McCaskill versus Chantel Cameron. Another great fight. Undisputed Jessica McCaskill versus Champion of the Campion, Chantel Cameron. Whoa! And in negotiations, we got the Terminator, Arturo Botobiev versus Anthony Yard from UK, London, bruv. Massive. And the winner will go in 2023 and fight the winner of Sudo and Bivol. Let's go for the undisputed later in 2023. And we'll be talking about that. Also in negotiations for December 17th, Ryan Garcia, Javante Tank Davis on negotiations. So we got to be talking about that as well. So ladies and gentlemen, 2022 might be the greatest year in boxing. Whoa! Might be the greatest year in boxing. And let me remind y'all what we had this year. Because you know what I'm saying, we living in a high speed car right now. The whole world is living in the Lamborghini, ladies and gentlemen. We living in the Lamborghini. We living in Formula One. We living in Daytona 500, 600, 700,000, 500,000. I don't give a damn. I don't know. We living in high speed. We forget how special this year has been. Bam Rodriguez, wrong side. Bivol Canelo. Chocolatita Martinez. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor at Madison Square Garden. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. Yeah. Anthony Joshua. I mean, Dillian White, Tyson Fury. Ugas Earl Spence. Kell Brook versus Amir Khan. This fight this year has already been lit, and the fourth quarter this year might be the biggest year of them all. And guess, hey, even Jake, give credit to Jake Paul, even Jake Paul fighting. Even Floyd Mayweather's exhibition. This might be the best year in sport in boxing history. If you can lock down these fights. Woo! But ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the news today. Let's talk about the news today. Let's talk about the news today. But it's old news in the sport of boxing. Let me tell y'all, when your boy Mr. Moonshine is on the grind, yeah, man. I know. I'm one of the most. I'm one of the public enemy number one. I know who am I. I know who I am. I am public enemy number one. I know there's people, there's armies that try to stop your boy, Mr. Moonshine. There's groups in China that try to stop Mr. Moonshine. In the boxing industry, they're trying to boot me out. They say I'm too crazy. That's what they say. They say I can't be controlled. That's what they say. So they don't want me. They don't want me in Canelo and Triple G. They don't want me in Crawford Earl Spence. But one thing, you cannot stop me to find out what's going on in the sport of boxing because I'm very persistent. I know people. Ladies and gentlemen, you want real boxing, you in the right place. You want exclusive, you in the right place. You want exclusive, you got to be on the right place. You want exclusive, you got to be a member. You got to be a member to this. What you heard today, my members heard this already. What you heard today was breaking news, ain't breaking news. If you a member, you got this 2 months ago. 2 months ago. If you a member to Punch Run Boxing, what's today's news? And I'm sorry for the member because this is supposed to be exclusively for the member. But I got to let the people know that your boy, Mr. Moonshine, know things that you think I may not know. You want exclusive news? You join and become a member to Punch Run Boxing. Because Dan Rafael, Mike Compinger is old news. El periódico de ayer. Don't let me sing Hector Lavoe on you. 2 months ago, the members got the memo. 2 months ago, the members got the memo. Just finished speaking to my source. Spence versus Crawford, a done deal. They will announce it soon. November 19th date is the go-to date. For now, they are coming up with other bouts, which they will announce as a package announcement. Both have agreed 50-50 guaranteed purse plus incentive. They will be getting more than what announced to. You want to become a member? Do you want to become a member? My peoples get this news quick. My comp is 2 months late in change. Everybody late. That breaking news is old news. That breaking news was before the summer. See, they keep doubting your boy, man. They keep doubting your boy. Go ahead. Support the narrative. Push on. You want real boxing. You want real work. Do you want Nah, it's not 35. I'm telling you like this. A lot of things in the sport of boxing, whatever is reported is not. I'm giving you what it is. Don't question my source. Don't question me. I'm telling you, chicky chick. Don't do it. I got supreme elite source. Okay? Don't do it. Don't question. In boxing, everything could change like this, though. And that's why it's very, very hard to put out information. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I knew Charlo signed to fight Jaime Munguia. But right there in the last seconds, they pulled out of the fight. Almost like what Maidana did to Keith from Tom Thurman. Anything in boxing, and I preach this all the time when people be like, "Oh my God, they signed the contract." No, they agreed. They agreed. The contracts in boxing are signed in fight week. That's why you could change a lot of stuff. That's why he could change the glove. Let's say he got to change the weight. Let's say a lot of things changes in boxing like this. You know what I'm saying? What they sign is a term sheet. You know what I'm saying? They find that they sign the actual contract on fight week. Sometimes right before weigh-in, right after weigh-in, when they check in the gloves, after they do the inspections, right after, that's when they sign. Most of the fights, 90 to 80% sign fight week. So what's the real split? Egg. That's for the exclusive, my brother. Egg, you already know. That's for the exclusive. That's for the members. I'm just giving the people a taste on what it is to be a member of Punch Drunk Boxing. I'm giving y'all a taste. What is it to be a member of Punch Drunk Boxing? Tio versus Pedraza just got announced for 12/10. Okay. All right, Tito. All right. Where my phone at? Hold on. Don't cut el teléfono. Tito. Qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña. Ay! Who care about the split? We have the fight. Hold on. Hold on, papa. Boom, cha, cha, boom, chum, cha, 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 boom, chum, cha, cha, chum. Hold on, give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Give me a mother effing second. Let's go. Exactly, for Undisputed. Yes. Punch will see Tank and Ryan December. They're in negotiations right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what comes through fruition. All we know that Gervonta Tank Davis got a date. You know what I'm saying? He got his date. Thank you, Tito. Who brought to you? Who knew 3 months before Amanda Serrano was gonna sign with Jake Paul? If you remember, you'll know. 3 months before they signed the fight, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. 3 months before. Teofimo. They had a meeting right before he left. Well, he's here. He's gonna be in Expos. He's gonna be in a boxing Expos in Las Vegas, Nevada, September 17th. Had a meeting today. Or was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or today? I think it was yesterday. Had a meeting yesterday. He got the date and he got the opponent. If you remember, you already know who might be the opponent. Thanks for my T.O. shirt. I'm wearing it tomorrow. Yo, you got it, Gino? You got it, baby. Let's go. How do I become a member? It's in the pin. The pin message. But the exclusive news is the Drunk Nation exclusive. The world is yours. If Tank and King Ryan fighting before end of the year, my old boxing may explode. Shout out Chick, but for real, they talking right now. It's not cap. And trust me, I won't cap because there's you know why you know why I can never put false report. Because you think I want to have a callback? Do you think I want Ryan? Do you think I want any team calling me and say, "Yo, Punch, why you spreading falsehood? Why you lying?" Huh? Like, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is why the reason why I know shit. The reason why there's power entities in the sport of boxing that's telling promoters not to give me media credentials, not to let me in the building or nothing like that. But it's all right. Cause I know who I know, and I need, and I know why PBC don't want to let me in the building. I already know. Shout out Leonard. I know it's all right. It's okay. Mr. Pinocchio can hate on me all day. It's all right. Don't worry. I know who I know. I already know who I need to know. That's what they do, man. When you keep it real with the people, they trying to boot you out. But once you already made relationships, that's it. You can't boot me out. You can't boot me out. Matter of fact, I probably do it. I probably could. I do it better doing live with my peoples right here. That's what I'm talking about, chick. That's what I'm talking about. Good looking out. You know who's going to open the doors is the supporters. And the more the supporters to real shit, they can't hold me back. They can't hold me back. William Boxing in the building. What's good, man? So yeah. Teofimo Lopez, yes, already negotiating with an opponent. If you already know, you go and check the exclusive. Become a member to the exclusive. Got some options, but today or the day before yesterday, there's a meeting. Dímelo, mi gente. Dímelo. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Epic C Magic in the building. What's good, baby? What's good? That Thurman versus Garcia shirt stays nice. You like it? You like the shirt? Like the shirt? Like the shirt, brother? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know? Thanks for the sauce. Thanks for the sauce. The only ones. Dead Drop said, you and Barbershop Conversation, the only ones that keep it real because you guys don't get credentials anymore. They don't want you guys talking there. Yeah, they don't want it. Yep. Shout out to Barbershop Conversation. I understand a lot what, you know what I'm saying? In the beginning, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what people go through, you know, because I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's hard work, bro. It's a lot of sacrifice, man. It's a lot of sacrifice. A lot of emails, lot of trying to build relationships. And in boxing, I'm gonna tell you like this: boxing is a very, very small community. Boxing is like a pie, and it has 4 slices, right? I mean, not 4 slices; it has like 4 sections, right? You got Top Rank, you got Golden Boy, you got Matchroom, the Zone, and you have PBC. You have one bad relation or one person may not like you in PBC. They send the memo to everybody. They got to stick together. Don't let this person in. You got one person that may not like you on Top Rank. They push you to the side. Don't let this guy in. That's how small the boxing community is. That's how small it is. You know what I'm saying? If one person don't like you, now they got to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to stand in line. Don't let this guy in there. But I already know because there's people in there that tell me what's going on as well. Like, yo, Punch, you know what I'm saying? This person said this and they don't want you in. We can't do nothing. You know, what did they say is it's affecting almost like if I'm affecting the business or something like that, their business or something like that. I remember when they first told me, I'm like, all right, cool. Because you know what? I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of media credentials. And yo, there's certain media credentials that I know. I ain't going to say the name. They be like, that media people, and they be like, yo, I wish I could say what I want to say. Because a lot of these media credentials, they don't have an opinion. They don't have a strong opinion. They can't have a strong opinion. Once they have a strong opinion, they put it out there, they're going to boot you out. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right, man. It's all right. I got the people to support. But this fight is going to be good. Again, in boxing, anything could change like this. That's why, you know what I'm saying, with the PBC, nobody they can't talk about the negotiations and stuff like that. You know, that's one of the rules in PBC. You can't really talk about the negotiations. So you're not going to hear Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tan Davis really talk about that they negotiated like that. You're not going to hear about the Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, you know, but there's a lot of people that slips under the cracks that you got your sources and they can say what they want to say, Let's go. Bronx in the building. What's good, man? I put on the poll. I said Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford. Now, we've been talking about this fight, breaking it down, this fight. I believe that everybody already broke down this fight. I even did a video about it and be like, yo, we need to stop asking the question and stop breaking down this fight. So let's try to ask different type of questions. Let's ask and let's break this down from a different type of angle. We know that Bud Crawford got all the skills. We know he is a pound-for-pound caliber. We know he's versatile. We know he can switch from orthodox to southpaw. We know that he can have a jab. He's a great counter puncher, great off the back foot. He got everything in the bag, probably the heaviest bag in the sport of boxing. We know the Olympian Earl of True Spence. We know that he's a machine. We know that he has a constant effective pressure, one of the best effective pressure in the sport of boxing. He has the best. He got one of the best motor. Earl Spence and Chocolatito has, I believe, the best motor, and now Inoue has the best motor engine in the sport of boxing, in my opinion. We also got to put Alexander Usyk as well, in terms of engine, not getting tired, not getting punch resistant towards the end, constant pressure, constant energy, great pace. You know what I'm saying? That's Earl the True Spence. That's Chocolatito. That's Alexander Usyk. But I believe that the top two in engine is Earl Spence and Chocolatito. Now, it used to be Manny Pacquiao, of course, but he's retired. We all know that both of these guys got skills. Both of these guys got dog in them. I'm always going back and forth. It's always like, I believe that Bud is going to win. And then when I'm watching tapes and I'm studying Earl Spence, I'm like, oh, I think Earl Spence is going to win. We know he's the natural bigger guy, but let's not forget, Bud Crawford is looking sensational in the welterweight division. Anybody he stops a Mean Machine. He stops Sean Porter. And to be honest, I never thought that Sean Porter was going to be stopped by anybody. I said, remember leading into the fight, Bud Crawford and Sean Porter, I said, ain't nobody going to stop Sean Porter. And I could see, of course, Bud Crawford outboxing Sean Porter, but I don't see nobody stopping Sean Porter. And did he stop it? They didn't even stop him. His father, Militant threw in the towel. That was shocking to me. That was the shock. There's one thing I never thought that nobody was going to stop Sean Porter. Not in the welterweight. Stop. None of these guys was going to stop Sean Porter. But if you would have asked me, do you think that Ken Porter would throw the towel? I think I would have bet my house on it, bro. I said, hell no. I would have bet my house. If somebody would have said before the fight that Ken Porter would throw in the towel versus Sean Porter, his son versus Bud Crawford, I would have really probably disrespect you as a boxing head. But this is why we watch boxing. We complain, we break down fights, we have predictions, but we really never know what's going to happen the day of the fight, the night of the fight. I never thought that he was going to get stopped. And I said, yo, if Bud Crawford stops Sean Porter, shit, pound for pound one. Oh, man, he got pound for pound number one. Yesterday, I said he ain't even on pound for pound because I'm saying he ain't active and they not announcing the fight. Because, yeah, one thing that they announced and that they both agreed, I already knew that for 2 months. But concrete, there's wrinkles that they need to fix. But Bud and Earl Spence agreed on it a long time ago. And I got to give a shout out to Earl Spence because it's Earl Spence that is putting the pressure on PBC, on Al, and the networks. It's Earl Spence. If this fight is happening right now, it's because of Earl Spence. Let alone people that don't like Earl Spence may be like, nah, Bud is put. This fight is happening this year because of Earl Spence. Trust me, the powers that be don't want it to be this year. They want to wait. Time consuming, hard looking for arenas. All the top arenas are booked, and that's the problem. That's why it has to be November 19th or December date. All the arenas are booked. This is a tough time to have a fight because it's not only that it's all the sports. It's not only that it's just how you say it. It's just not that the NFL, basketball, maybe MLB, depending in the playoffs. Sometime I've seen it in November before, but anyway, a lot of artists is back out. A lot of musicians already back. They're performing. They're doing the festivals. They have the residency. After the pandemic, a lot of arenas in America, especially the type of arena that's gonna hold Bud Crawford or Earl Spence, are booked. They have a small window. They are booked. Rap star boxing knowledge in the building. What's good? The voice of the UK, London, bro. Real boxing TV in the building. King in the building. What's good, man? So they got this small opportunity. The only thing that I know, this fight is happening because of Earl Spence. This fight is pressured right now because of Earl Spence. He's putting his foot down. If you don't give me this fight right now, I've been trying to stay in shape. I am very, very hungry. I am trying to stay within my fight rank, my fight weight throughout the whole year. We already know that Earl Spence has been in the welterweight division since he was a teen, 14 years old. He's a grown man with kids. And he's 32, 31 years old? He's grown out the welterweight division. He's grown out. So he's like, I don't want Thurman. And that's the fight that PBC actually want. That's the fight that they want. That's the fight that the networks want. Because the networks also build these fighters. As much as we want to see Bud Crawford and Earl Spence, everything is a journey. Everything is a process. Everything is business. You got to understand that these guys are, these fighters has been invested. They have been built. PBC was built off of Thurman, Broner, Wilder, Spence. But now that you got built up and now they got money right here to make, Earl Spence is putting his foot down and say, if y'all don't give me this Bud fight this year, I have no problems in dropping the belts and moving to 154. I have no problems. Because the money is going to be right. It's because Earl Spence also, and this is behind the scenes, Earl Spence is not being greedy at all. This fight is happening because of Earl Spence. Earl Spence is willing to negotiate and make it fair for Bud Crawford to get a good payday, to get a great payday. Even though Earl Spence know that he can make way more money to make this fight, he's willing to sacrifice to get this money because remember, PBC, Showtime, Fox did not build Bud Crawford. They built Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. Right now, they're fighting with Keith Thurman and Earl Spence money. Steady Gains in the building. What's good? What's good? Steady Gains. Let's give it up for Punch. Spinning 100% facts. Let's go. Let's go. So if anybody gets credit for this fight happening, Earl Spence is the reason we're watching this fight. Earl Spence don't have time. Earl Spence don't have time for tune-ups. Earl Spence have shown us even after the car accident, I'm willing to challenge myself. I am the top dog. I am the big fish. And motherfuckers, you cannot swim like me. Earl Spence has set the tone in the welterweight division. He's been a team player with Al, team player with the networks, and have done his thing, have kept winning, and have kept fighting elite fighters in the welterweight division. And this is the reason why a lot of people have him high on the pound for pound list. And he's only been fighting in one division because he has taken the most risks up to this date. Remember, Danny Swift Garcia, the WBC gave him a voluntary bout. Earl Spence says, no, give me Danny Garcia. After the surgery with his eye, they gave him another voluntary bout. He said, let me get Ugas. Matter of fact, they pay step-aside money, Stanionis, to get the Ugas fight. And now Earl Spence is budging and creating a comfortability for Bud Crawford to transition into their PBC money. Let's not forget, Bud Crawford was dealing with Daniel Kinahan. And a lot of people, and there's people in the business that be like, you know what? I don't know. We want to deal with this guy. There's certain thing going on. There's certain thing going on over here with Daniel. Earl Spence could get easy money with Keith Thurman. That's right there. That's on the table. The reason why Keith Thurman hasn't fought is because Keith Thurman on standby. He's on standby to see if this shit it won't be secure. He's on standby because the powers that be is telling Earl, like, I know you want this fight, but come on, Earl. Come on. Just get this Thurman fight. We build y'all. This is the biggest in-house money for PBC. The money is there for y'all. Let's go. Come on. And Earl is no. Give me this or I'm out. Earl Spence has given an ultimatum. Either you give me this or I am out. The only issue I do have with Bud and Earl Spence in the magnitude of this bout, the only thing that I have a problem with it is that the promotion is not going to be enough. I know people feel like this fight is going to sell on its own. But this fight, I'm going to say it like this. It's not going to have great promotion. They're going to have to pull a lot of resources. They're going to use the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to use Jerry Jones. They're going to use the celebrities. This is going to be the word of mouth. The people is going to have to promote this fight. It's not going to be them. The people, the YTBC, independent medias, they will have to promote this fight like we're hired to promote this fight. Because we're what? 9 weeks out? 9 weeks out? This is supposed to be a promotion for, let's say you announce it and then 4 months later. This is real quick. And at a time right now, the American public is paying attention to a lot of sports. Maybe they're banking on, attention span. People got to make plans to go to this fight. It's not like a vacation spot. But I believe that if they fight in Dallas, as I think they will, because those are the wrinkles, those are the things that they haven't secured. You could sign your term sheet and stuff like that. You could have your date, but still, now they're working on it. Earl Spence and Bud Crawford already knew they already got the fight. They've been knowing that I got the fight. I already told y'all. Look at again. If you're not, Anali was good. If y'all not subscribed or y'all not a member, this is what I put 2 months ago. This is 2 months ago, y'all. I'm going to say it again. This 2 months ago, just finished speaking to my source. Spence and versus Crawford is a done deal. They will announce it soon. November 19th date is the go-to date for now. They are coming up with the bouts, which they will also announce as package announcements. Both have agreed 50-50 guarantee purse, plus incentives. They will be getting more than what will be announced, though. How do I know they will get more? Because in boxing, they don't report the numbers for real. It's none of our business. It's a lot of ways in boxing they wash their money. And whatever you see is not really exactly. It could be an estimate of what they're getting, more or less. But you're never going to know exactly how much Bud and Earl Spence make. That's the reality. All right. So you're going to hear a number and people's going to discuss numbers out there. But I'm letting you know right now that whatever is going to be reported is not going to be the actual, is not going to be the real number. If you hear 10 million or something like that, and the range is going to be in the range of 8.5 million guaranteed for both, around that range, back in the pay-per-view and things of that nature. What up? Pay-per-view in terms like that, we'll see. But you're not gonna know how much these guys make. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna know how much these guys really make. It's a lot of numbers that's thrown out there that could be thrown out there. A lot of fees, and a lot of this, and a lot of backhand money, a lot of advancements, a lot of it's a lot of ish, man. It's a lot of ish. And trust me, you're not gonna know how much these guys get paid. Bud has been hunting Spence for years. Hunting is one thing. I don't think that he hunt him down. I don't think in boxing it's hard for fighters to hunt somebody down. Fighters could call out fighters, but they don't. It's not up to them. Why you think that Bud Crawford and Earl Spence they haven't announced it like this? Like they signed the fighters now. Why? You know why? Because Bud and Earl Spence don't control that. Bud and Spence, just like Jaime Munguia and Jamar Charlo couldn't control. Jaime Munguia agreed. He signed on his end. Jamar Charlo signed on his end. And then the networks, the Zone, Golden Boy, Steven Espinoza, what happened? It fell apart. In boxing, this is why I tell the people, that's why I keep on telling the people, the actual contract is signed on fight week. Everything could break up. Everything could just F up. You know what I'm saying? Everything could F up. Everything, look, right now, they could be, one phone call could be right now. Man, we don't got the date, man. It's too hard. We can't do it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough. Let's do it for next year. It could go like that. It could easily go like that in boxing. Now, I'm going to say this about Earl. I go back and forth, and I'm like, maybe Bud is going to win. He got better skills. He got more versatility. I feel like he can make the most adjustments. I'm going to say it right here, right now. Nobody in the welterweight division, I don't care what's your name. I don't care what's your name in the welterweight division. I don't care if you elite, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, U, 2. I don't give a damn. Nobody will outwork Earl Spence in the welterweight division. Nobody will outwork this machine. Nobody will outwork this freight train. This freight train is a non-stop. It's express. And he's going to keep on coming and coming and coming like I did with my wife the other day. Earl Spence is non-stop. Earl Spence is a machine. No, I didn't even think Bud will stop him. No. Bud will not stop this freight train. Nah. Now, could Bud Crawford outbox Earl Spence? He could outbox him. He got the skills to do it. But he won't outwork him. And he won't outdog him. Nobody will outwork or outdog Earl the True Spence. The only man that could have done that, outwork, I'm talking about outwork and outdog Earl Spence, is Manny Pacquiao in his prime. But nobody in this era will outwork and outdog Earl the True Spence. And if Bud Crawford tries to think that he has fill-out rounds with Earl Spence, you ain't never going to catch up. You are never going to catch up to Earl Spence if you let Earl Spence take the lead. Bud Crawford don't throw enough to catch up to Earl Spence. Can you catch him in between shots? Yes. I could see this fight also. Look. I could see this fight. What's good, Rivera? I could see this fight going like Loma versus Gary Russell Jr. I could see that, damn, Gary Russell Jr. always keeps on coming. He's fast. Probably at the time, he was faster than any other boxer. I'm talking about in combination punches, throwing 12 to 14 combination punches. I'm talking about that Gary Russell Jr. And he fought Lomachenko. But Lomachenko, footwork, athleticism, versatility. He caught him in between shots. I could see Bud Crawford may be doing that to Earl Spence. I could see that. I could see the time and beat speed. I could see the work rate. And the work rate. Nobody got better work rate than Earl Spence. Earl Spence is high value. He's going to throw more. He's going to land more. high pace, effective aggression. And if you know this fight is in Texas, you know how the Texas commission and the Texas judges like to judge. Earl Spence is a highly fan-friendly fighter. Let's not forget that Earl Spence, not taking no credit away from Derrick James because he's done a wonderful job. Shout out to Derrick James, trainer of the year so far. Shout out to Derrick James. But let's go back on why Earl Spence fight the way he fights. Why does Earl Spence and Virgil Ortiz mirror each other? He got that Mexican style. He got that tradition Mexican style that keep on coming and coming. He could take shots. He could keep going. He could keep going. He's fighting. He's throwing. He's going. Body shots after body shots. He's going to make you shit bricks. Earl Spence. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him the eye doctor. Something like that. Because that motherfucker makes these guys get plastic surgeries. He makes all his opponents get plastic surgery. Huh? Earl Spence, when you go in the ring with Earl Spence, you got to think, man, am I going, God forbid I go blind this shit. He's making boxers get plastic surgery. He's making boxers go have Michael Jackson procedures. And ladies and gentlemen, you've been following the channel. You know I'm a Keith Thurman fan. Look, Thurman. You know I'm a Keith Thurman fan. You know that. Anybody that follows the channel, you already know I'm a Keith Thurman fan, right? Hey, hermano, come through Chi-Town sometime. Always welcome. Hey, yo, I'm going out there, brother. I'm going out there very, very soon. Very soon. My best friend live out there, you know what I'm saying, with his family and stuff like that. It's my boy. I'll be going to Chicago. I love Chicago. Can't wait to go to Chicago. The Bone Collector. Let's go. Good looking now. Appreciate you, Cito. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you like this. Again, as much that Bud Crawford got the versatility, as much that Bud Crawford probably got the heaviest bag in the sport of boxing. He can have all the skills and talent, but let's not forget who's the Olympian as well. Let's not forget who is more prepared to fight Crawford, who is more seasoned to fight Crawford. Bud Crawford ain't never seen a man like Earl Spence. He ain't never seen a competition like Earl Spence. That's why they call him Bud, and that's why they call him the Truth. I've seen all their fights, basically all their fights. Been following them since the amateurs. I didn't even think that Earl Spence was going to be that special. He grew on me like Kobe Bryant. I was an Allen Iverson fan. And people used to be, yo, Kobe Bryant going to be the next Kobe Bryant. I'm like, come on. He just want to be a Michael Jordan, want to be a year after year after year. I'm like, shit, damn, year after year after year. He used to get me mad because, of course, they used to compare him to my favorite player. But then I submit. Kobe. I'm a Keith Thurman fan, but I submit to Earl. You're the guy because you made my guy. Switch energy. It took me a long time, y'all. Trust me. It took me a long time to submit. It took me a long time to tell the people that, damn, my guy, Keith Thurman, yo, energy changed when Earl Spence is around. I used to hate it in this community. Ladies and gentlemen, I started my channel just talking about Keith Thurman and Earl Spence. Oh, yeah, I was an Earl Spence hater. I was. I'm going to be real. Because it's always a conversation with Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. They try to shame my guy Thurman. But then when I saw Thurman and Earl Spence, every time they were side by side, I saw the energy chain of Keith Thurman that used to get me mad. I said, yo, Keith Thurman, man, yo, come on, man. Come on, man. You changing your voice. You changing energy on us. Keith Thurman had that energy for Luis Collazo. Keith Thurman had that energy for Maidana. Keith Thurman had that energy for Amir Khan. Keith Thurman had that energy for Floyd Mayweather. Keith Thurman had that energy for Kell Brook. Keith Thurman had that energy for Danny Garcia. Keith Thurman had that energy for Sean Porter. But when it came to Earl Spence, that wasn't Keith. I can't identify you, brother. I gotta be real. It took me a long time to admit that. I'm sorry, folks. I was capping back then. I gotta be honest. I was capping. I was capping back then with the Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, yo, every time I shut down the live or shut down, I'm like, get this motherfucker, man. Come on, Keith, man, you making me look bad out here. And then on Showtime, when he told Earl Spence in his face, I'm not as hungry as him. I said, oh my God. Who kidnapped her? Where is Keith Thurman? He's still in the pile. He's still in the pile. Huh? He's stuck out there with the Golden Child. He's stuck out there with the Golden Child and Eddie Murphy out there in the paw. Y'all remember the movie The Golden Child? He's still out there. The real Keith Thurman hasn't been back. When Keith Thurman is around Earl Spence, you ever seen my Space Jam? And you remember Charles Barkley when the monsters took their soul or something like that, took their skills like this, and then they don't got no more skills, and they don't got nothing, they don't got no heart, they don't got no nothing. That's Keith Thurman when he's around Earl Spence. I'm a Keith Thurman fan, but I gotta be real. Is what I see is actions speak louder than words. I don't think that Earl Spence. I don't think that I understand. Look, I understand why the energy wasn't there, but yet you should have never showed it. I understand that none of them received a contract. I understand that Al Heyman they both never receive a contract to fight one another. I'm not saying about ducking or avoiding. All I'm saying with Keith Thurman, his energy did change, bro. His energy did change when he was in front of Earl Spence. His energy changed, bro. It did. When he was around Earl, his energy was not there. He wanted to smile with him. He wanted to, no. Come on, Keith. Come on, man. Let's go, man. This is the guy that they shaming you, man, since 2015. And every time you around this motherfucker, you like, taking pictures and shit like that. Talking low. You saw that Showtime. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I always keep it real with y'all. I ain't never seen a contract with his name on it. He never seen a contract with my name on it. No. Yo, Keith. Earl Spence is the humble one. Earl Spence keep that same energy. Earl Spence is the guy that is not rah-rah. Earl Spence is that mellow dude. You don't turn mellow. You don't turn mellow. You marshmallow motherfucker. You don't turn mellow on him. And I think this is why, you remember when Earl Spence be like, man, I don't know, man, about Keith, man. He's kind of funny and stuff like that, man. He's weird, blah, blah, blah. Because he sense it. When you around somebody, then they be like, they probably like, why you being fucking nice to me, bro? Like when you doing a fucking interview, man, you talk that talk, man. When I'm in your face, man, I think another dude, man, other people, man, they lose respect for that other dude, man. Keep that same motherfucking energy when you around me, bro. Don't try to smooth me out. Pause. Keep that same motherfucking energy. It's luck right here. If somebody hate me, y'all my haters and shit like that, right? I keep that same energy when I'm in the fights. Don't see Punch Drunk Boxing and be like, hey, yo, Punch, yo, what's good, man? Yo, what's good? Yo, every time I'm out, bro, every time I go to a fight, somebody will come up to me and be like, yo, Punch, what's good? Yo, Punch. I'm this person in the chat. I don't agree with everything you say, but y'all respect your grind. Or when I'm in Vegas, I get none of my haters. Oh, what's good, Punch? What's good, Punch? What's good, man? Y'all respect, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with a lot of things that you say, but yo, I like your shit, yo, I like your energy. No. Say what you were saying in the fucking chat. Avatar motherfuckers, keep that same energy. Nah. I'm not nice. How about you step up to me like you was in the chat? And I think that's Earl Spence when he looking at Thurman like, yo, my man. What's all this nice shit, bro? You ain't my friend, bro. But that's in the, and look, I've said, look, Earl Spence have been in the ring with an elite Kell Brook, of course. People could justify it. Yes, Kell Brook, Triple G broke him down and all that stuff. But in the end of the day, Earl Spence did what he had to do in the ring. If Kell Brook wasn't 100%, well, let's say Earl Spence wasn't 100%. Earl Spence wasn't 100% versus Sean Porter. Let's not forget what he said. He needed to lose 20 pounds water weight in the week of the fight. On a week out, he was 20 pounds. He needed to lose 20 pounds. He almost killed himself to fight Sean Porter. He almost killed himself to fight Sean Porter. And he's in the end of the fight, he still had punch resistance. And that's one thing about Earl Spence. For years, and I'm one of them. For years, I've been saying that Earl Spence is weight drain. I think Spence DNA is just different. I think Spence got that Jamaican blood, man. Bombok like a Rasta boy. Huh? Yo, Banty boy. Earl Spence got that Jamaican DNA, man. Rastafari. Rasta. Yes, man. Earl Spence. I think Earl Spence wants to be in the Nation of Islam, right? I don't know. I think he's affiliated though. I think Earl Spence is very, very in tune with the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, sometimes you got to get these guys when they're not hungry, right? Years ago was a better Bombarasa Clot. Yes, man, Gaines. Bombo Clot. Yo, Banty boy. You Batty man. Earl Spence is going to beat Bud Crawford. Earl Spence is going to beat Bud Crawford out there in November 19th. Fuck Thanksgiving, bro. Oh, yeah, man. The more that I think about this fight, I think the most logical thing, size, output, Olympian, experience, youth, strength, speed, resistance, could take a punch, nonstop. Earl Spence, I gotta commit. Earl Spence will be Bud Crawford. This is my first time. I said it just like that. Earl Spence beats Bud Crawford. I like Bud Crawford, man. Matter of fact, I've been following Bud Crawford longer than Earl Spence because, of course, his class is my favorite class. I submit. The more that I study, and you know what fight that I saw, you wrong punch. I know it's hard. Look, everybody gonna be, this is a 50-50 fight. Yes, Bud Crawford has the quality, has the bag to beat Earl the True Spence, but I submit. And I know this fight was a long time ago. But when I was studying the fight, Pat Greedy in the building, speaking punch. Let's go, Pat Greedy. Good looking out, my brother. I gotta submit. I gotta be honest with y'all, man. Rapstar said I need to debate you. I'm gonna send the link. I'm gonna send the link in a minute. Let me finish this intro. I'm gonna send the link, my brother. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna send the link. Let me see. Let me just finish to say this. I do a lot of film study. I watch a lot of boxing. I'm telling y'all, folks, sometimes I can't sleep because I'm thinking about fights. And sometimes I will watch old fights, 1940s, 1950s. I love to watch Henry Hank. I love to watch Sandy Sandler. Out of the old guys, you know what I'm saying? I like to learn. I like to watch the evolution of boxing. I like to study. I like to see the movement. I like to see the evolution. And I was studying more in Bud Crawford. I like to study Bud Crawford. Very, very clever counter puncher. His movement is beautiful. His footwork is awesome. Awesome. Always in position to throw some good shots. Always in position to land power shots. Doesn't waste a lot of punches. Beautiful signs the way he breaks his fighter down. I was watching Victor Postal versus Bud Crawford. And this one, it hit me, and I'd be like, Earl Spence is going to win. I was watching the last round of Victor Postal and Bud Crawford. Now, you can see it two ways. You can see it that Bud Crawford was smart, or you can see it that Bud Crawford, when he's highly pushed to the limit, push it to the limit, when he's pushed to that limit to get into that dogfight, I saw Victor Postal land some shots on Bud Crawford when they was in that dogfight, and Bud Crawford ain't want no part of that. And I was watching the fight, studying Bud Crawford. Of course, I said it a long time ago, maybe Bud Crawford grew out of that. And I'm watching, right? And I said, Bud Crawford ain't want that shit. But guess what? Earl Spence ain't gonna let you out the hook on that one. When you got into that dog fight, Bud Crawford went like that to Victor Postal. But he went like that when he got caught. When he went to the fire, when Bud Crawford enters that fire, Terrence Bud Crawford, and I say he has an alter ego. I look at Bud Crawford like we look at Floyd Mayweather, right? Money made, pretty boy. Let's be honest. Bud Crawford is two guys. Bud Crawford is Terrence Bud Crawford, right? Terrence Crawford. And then his alter ego is Bud. Terrence Crawford is the smart fighter. Bud is the dog. But Bud gets hurt. And if there's anybody that could lure you into a firefight and you can't run away from, you ain't going to be fast enough to get away from him, Earl Spence. You will have to go into a dogfight with Earl Spence. And I think Earl Spence going to come out on top on that one. Now, and L said Ugas landed on Spence, right? And what we think, oh man, but if it was Bud Crawford, he would have ended that fight on him. I don't know. I seen Earl Spence get hurt. I seen Earl Spence losing positions. I think Kell Brook was doing a hell of a job. Nobody has gotten Earl Spence to go to Plan B yet. But they've done it with Bud. Bud has gotten hurt with Gamboa on a firefight. When you lure him into fighting, when Bud gets to a fight, oh yeah, Bud is determined to take you out. But he gets hurt too. You could catch Bud. As much as Bud Crawford gets credit for being probably the best technician in the game right now, Bud Crawford, Ugas, Inoue. When Terrence Crawford turned into Bud, he's erratic. The more that I study Bud is a fighter. Bud is a dog. It's hard. It's hard to handle the pressure of Bud. But Bud is a reckless fighter. And if you go reckless with Earl Spence, you won't survive. You won't swim. Villalante de lo mío, dímelo, mi hermano. I agree. Punch Earl Spence, pull it off. Again, I don't see nobody out dogging Earl Spence. I don't see nobody out punching Earl Spence. I don't see nobody out landing Earl Spence. I think the only high volume puncher right now that that I think Virgil Ortiz, because he mirrors him. I'm not saying that Virgil Ortiz beats Earl Spence, but I think that dog, that when you get clipped and he want to come at you, Virgil Ortiz. But look, Virgil Ortiz starting to get hit too as well. But I think they mirror each other because they come from the same school, right? Virgil Ortiz is motherfucking tough, bro. All these guys are tough. Boots is tough. Bud is tough. Thurman is tough. He could take a punch. Thurman is tough. I know a lot of people lost faith in Thurman. I even lost a little bit of faith on Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Because I just didn't like his energy versus Earl Spence, man. And I was fighting for him. Good looking out. Good looking out with the support, Villante. I just feel like this fight is going to be a dog fight. It's almost like Hearn and Hagler. Both different type of fighters. But it's no way that Hearn is not going to be into a dog fight with Hagler. Hearn already knew. Hearn just couldn't work his jab. No, that shit ain't going to count. You going to fight tonight. All right? When Hagler and Hearn, his size, all that could use the jab, his footwork, it ain't going to work. I see this fight also Hagler and Hearn. Hagler is Earl Spence and Hearn is Bud Crawford. Hearn got power to hit man Hearn. Hearn was smaller, but Hearn know how to move in the back foot. Know how to punch off the back foot. Great footwork, great combination punches, high value counter punching. He had it all. But he ain't had more dog than Hagler. He tried. He tried, baby. The best first round in the history of the sport of boxing. He tried, baby. But that Hagler pressure was just too much. That Hagler durability is just too much. That Hagler power resistance was just too much to handle. And Earl Spence is going to keep coming. Earl Spence is a motherfucking freight train. Ain't no stopping Earl Spence. Bud Crawford would not stop Earl Spence. Bud Crawford will not outpunch Earl Spence. Bud Crawford will not outbox, will not outslug, will not outdog Earl Spence. You're going to have to be highly special. What they also say? The great big man beats the great little man. Villante Gamboa Rock Bud made him do the stanky leg. That's what I'm talking about as well, Villante, man. When you lure Terrence Bud Crawford to become Bud, he's reckless. Oh yeah, he's powerful. Oh yeah, he goes into another level. He's like, put it this way. He's like the Incredible Hulk. When the Incredible Hulk doesn't turn green, he's just as effective in the lab. He's smart. But then when he turns green, he's powerful, he's incredible, but he's stupid too. That's the way I see Bud. What's the Hawk's real name? What's the Hawk real name? What's his name? He said, "You going too far, Venom." Nah, I'm not going too far. I'm not going too far. I'm just going by what I'm seeing. I'm just going by what I'm seeing, bro. I'm going by what I'm seeing, man. I'm not lying to you. Bud Crawford is not the Incredible Hulk. Bud Crawford is smart when he ain't green. But that man is still, the Hulk is still smart. He's a scientist. He does it all. He's still as effective. He's still an inventor. All that shit. But when he turns green, he's incredible, but he damn stupid. Yes. Bud Crawford has an OTE. Bud Crawford is like Hulk. He's David Banner. That's what he is. David Banner when he's Terrence Bud Crawford. When he's Terrence Crawford, when he's Bud, he turns green. But also, he makes a lot of mistakes. Yeah, he saves you, but he fucks up the street. He can't talk. Terrence Crawford, David Banner. But When he turns green, oh, he powerful. That's what happened. That's what happened to Mean Machine. The Mean Machine was doing his thing, and Terrence Crawford was David Banner. He was David Banner. David Banner got hurt. Exactly, steady gains. Exactly. Terrence couldn't beat Mean Machine. Only Bud can. Earl Spence is going to bring out Bud. And he's going to make mistakes. Earl Spence could capitalize off mistakes. And I'm not saying that Earl Spence is perfect in the defensive end as well. Earl Spence get hit as well. Earl Spence stays in line. But what makes him special is that Earl Spence genetics, his body, the will to take punches and the will to just keep on going. Nobody has pushed Earl Spence to fight Plan B. He's still beating guys off his Plan A. Ain't nobody was capable of making them switch. Punch, who has the better IQ between Bud and Spence? But and now that's what I'm talking about. Who has the better IQ? Bud, like Terrence Crawford is different when he's Bud. So yes, Terrence Bud Crawford, I think he gets a lot of credit for his IQ, right? But let's see what Earl Spence, even I didn't give him a lot of credit for Mikey Garcia because I felt like Mikey Garcia, he should have got him out of there. And of course, we're going by that stigma of man down, strap season, man down. I thought that Earl Spence should have made a statement with Mikey Garcia, and I think he didn't make a statement with Mikey Garcia, right? That was another pound for pound fighter. But that's when I looked at Earl Spence. I said, I don't think he's that guy that everybody's saying he is. But he beat Mikey Garcia, outboxed him every round, basically. He beat Kell Brook. He beat Sean Porter. He beat Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He retired. Well, he beat Lamont Peterson. He beat Danny Garcia. Like, all these styles and all these guys have been world champions, elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? And Earl Spence has been beating these guys with his Plan A. Like, these guys don't even make Earl Spence adjust. Because Bud Crawford has the quality to make him adjust. Yes. Or maybe Earl Spence just can't adjust. But nobody has made him adjust. You know? Let me send the link. Let's chop it up. I want to hear y'all take. I want to hear y'all take on this, man. Here's the link, man. I feel good today. Here's the link, man. Who want to give y'all point of view, man? Here's the link, man. Hold on. I'm interested in y'all take. And y'all take about this year. Is this year, if these fights come through fruition, is this the best year in boxing history? I know boxing has a long history. But is this the best year? If these fights, if Fury and AJ happens, Ryan Tank Davis, December 17th, if it happens, Bud Crawford, Earl Spence, November 19th, Bivol, Sudo Ramirez, Anthony Yarl versus Beterbiev. The young fighters are going to be fighting too. Let's not forget that Bruce Ennis is going to be back in the ring. Shakur Stevenson beat Oscar Valdez. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London.
Yo, Punch, my brother from the other side of the pond. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you, Punch.
What the hell is your problem?
I'm disappointed in you, bro.
Disappointed in Mr. Moonshine?
Only because
Disappointed in Adobo?
no,
Disappointed in El Borracho?
I'm disappointed in your prediction here.
Hold on, let me get before you say that. Let me get Vigilante's super chat before you say that.
Yeah, bro.
Who you got, Bud versus Jamel if it happened? Jamel Charlo. I got Jamel Charlo if it happens.
We'll break that one down in a minute.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, but I got Jamel Charlo on that one.
So
Go
let me
ahead.
tell the chat and let me tell the
Go ahead, the
boxing
voice of
world.
the UK.
I'm telling you why, yeah? You're a man who normally sticks with what you say. You normally go with that. I've always known you to be Punch Drunk Boxing, man of his word, of what he's believing in boxing and what he feels, right?
Yes, sir.
For a long time, Punch, you've been telling me, when this fight happens, rap, I got Bud winning. This is the kind of things you've been telling me, Punch, when we've been speaking. And I've been having debates with you. And you've been fucking debating me. And we've been debating. And today, this is what I'm going to do. I'm a Bud Crawford now fan. And I'm going to debate you like a Bud Crawford fan would. That why Bud Crawford beat Errol Spence. Because you have changed your mind. Hey, listen, boxing world, you know, rap star don't cap. This is rap star raw boxing. Fuck corporate boxing. But Punch Drunk has changed his mind. He was going for Crawford and I was going for Spence. Now, he has changed his mind and he never told me this. And I speak to this motherfucker all the time in boxing, bro. So I'm disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
That all of a sudden, in the last couple weeks that me and him have spoken about Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, he's fucking changed his mind. He's fucking going for the other fighter. Okay, I'm confused, but I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to act like a Bud Crawford fanboy now.
Oh, you want to be the devil's advocate?
I want to be the guy now, the Bud Crawford guy will debate you why Bud Crawford wins.
But see, I don't be liking when y'all people be doing that. Y'all see me.
We got to do that because you've changed your mind.
You see me for a whole hour, and I'm giving you the breakdown of what happened. Now I got to debate what I just. Let's go, rap star. Let's go, tit for tat. Let's go, experience. Who got more? Let's go. Tell me about it. Since I already explained for the people what I feel about this fight. So let's debate. Who do you? Let me know. Why do you have Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence? Go ahead, brother.
Because you fucking changed your mind last minute. That's first of all. This fucking got me by surprise, bro. I gotta tell you that, man. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Bud Crawford is all the smoke. Bud Crawford is a man, has versatile athletic ability. He's a man who's fought in every weight class to come to this weight class, And let me tell you something about Bud Crawford here. He's not just a fighter who thinks he's going to win. He knows he's going to win. He's just that mindset of a guy. And he's a man who's been chasing Errol Spence for a long time. And let me tell you something about Bud Crawford. If Errol Spence is for 10 seconds not focused in that fight, and Bud Crawford can catch him like Ugas caught Errol Spence. Let me just tell you everybody something. What does Bud Crawford do? When he sees it, he believes it, and he achieves it. Once he sees any weakness, Errol Spence is in trouble. Errol Spence is in trouble if Errol Spence is just off guard, not focused, or all of a sudden out of his game plan or out of his comfort zone. Terence Crawford will elevate in that fight. Who do you expect in the 8th, 9th, 10th round to be the better fighter? It's always been shown in every single fight of Terence Crawford's that in the later part of the fight, Terence Crawford's got another gear. Why does Terence Crawford come to a second level and a second gear in the 9th and the 10th? How come he stops every single welterweight that stepped in the ring, even if he's losing rounds? How come Terence Crawford's got the ability, the skill, the ring master intelligence to understand when he's ready to take out a fighter?
Can I time in? Because
okay. You want me to stop? Okay, cool.
On that point, because I'm trying to, because you're making points, and then I don't want to forget. You know what I'm saying? You said that Bud Crawford gets his second, that he makes he gets a second win or something like that in the later part of the rounds.
I
He
always
makes a
see adjustments on him. I see adjustments in Bud Crawford that later on in that fight, yeah, he seems to catch his grasp, and he always seems to find ways to overpower that fighter. You
why
know,
why
you've
does he make
always seen that with him.
I see, yeah, okay. I seen that with him. You know why he goes into that mode what you just spoke about?
Mm.
When he switches, when you're saying that he switch
He's got a switch mode.
he has a switch mode,
Yeah.
it's because he was losing before he switched. He had to switch. Gamboa, he has to switch. Mean Machine, he had to switch. Sean Porter, what he said in the corner. What this trainer said in the corner. He said, "You're losing." He said, "I'm losing." Huh? Yeah. The only time he switched is because he was forced to switch. Nobody is forcing Earl Spence to switch. Nobody's forcing Earl Spence to switch. He just don't keep on coming. Versus Sean Porter, he kept on coming and he
Errol
knocked Sean
Spence
Porter
can't
down.
switch. He doesn't know how to switch. He can't switch.
Exactly.
The difference is Crawford, when he needs to switch, he can. Errol Spence can only fight the way he can fight.
But
The difference is right now, Terence Crawford got more tools in his fucking Santa Claus bag than Errol Spence has, bro. But keep going.
He's shown it because he needed to switch. That's a good thing, right?
But he can.
Yeah,
That's the difference. He fucking can.
He showed us that he could overcome adversity. But nobody is putting Earl Spence through adversity.
Yeah, but my thing is this though.
Ugas, we could say Ugas, but Ugas ain't had the killer instinct, right? We could say that.
Mm.
But who said? But Earl Spence, how did he? Right after he bounced off the ropes, he kept on coming. After he bounced off that rope, boom, we hit him on the rope. Oh, boom, and he came right back, and it was a whole different type of story. But
my guys, who makes the best adjustments?
I think Bud Crawford shown that he has more in the toolbox because we seen him make adjustments. Now, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Bud Crawford knows how to switch from orthodox to southpaw, right? But I'm looking at when we're looking at his fight, he chooses to do so. It's not like he's making the adjustment because the other fighter made him switch, and then now I think he does it because he's just feeling comfortable. It's almost like Boots Ennis, he's switching and stuff like that, but it's not necessarily because Sergey Lipinets is making him do it. You know what I'm saying? He's not forced to switch. He's not forced to, okay, it's time with it. Hey, yo, we losing. It's time for you to do something else and stuff like that. Catch this dude by surprise or whatever, right? That's his attributes. He's having fun. He's showing his repertoire. I think Bud Crawford showing more of his repertoire. And I do think that he got more in the bag because he's showing it. We can't say Earl Spence got more in the bag because we just got to go by what we see. I can't go by what I assume. You know what I'm saying? But Earl Spence just never. I don't think nobody has ever made him go too much through adversity like that. They made it hard for him, but not adversity. Like in any fights, was Earl Spence losing to you? Like, does he lose a lot of rounds?
In the Kell Brook fight, he was losing some rounds.
I could say in the first half.
He was losing the first half.
Yeah, I could say that.
Yeah. So you know, it's not like Errol Spence can't lose rounds, and you know, Sean Porter has shown that he can win rounds against Errol Spence. Sean Porter was able to show the world that he nearly beat Errol Spence. The difference here is my guy Terence Crawford. He can't just fight as a dog fight. He can fight in the inside. He's shown everybody he can do that. He can fight on the outside, and the man is like punch drunk boxing admits himself. If Terence Crawford gets in trouble, he has to switch, and he'll switch. But now, if Errol Spence gets in trouble, he can't switch. So my guy here, Terence Crawford, you got to look at it as pen and paper. You got to look at it as right now, Terence Crawford's got some good things going for him. You can favor him in this fight.
But that's what I'm saying. We can't really say that Earl Spence can't switch because I don't think that nobody got him through that type of adversity where he needed to switch. The time that we seen Bud Crawford switch is because he was getting beat. It's because he's gotten hurt. He switched on Gamboa because Gamboa made him do the stanky leg. He switched versus Mean Machine because the Mean Machine hurt him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yo, Bud Crawford, put it this way. Bud Crawford, who was winning that fight for you? Sean Porter or Bud Crawford?
That was a close fight, to be honest.
It was a close fight going into that last round.
I had it close to level peggings nearly.
So and we could say that, you know, Sean Porter is a test. It don't matter what type of skill set you do have. Sean Porter is going to make it hard for you. I understand that. And he did stop him. He made his dad throw in the towel. I never thought that was going to happen. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah,
like
but I also saw that Terence Crawford, that he can analyze a fighter in a way that he takes a little half a back step and bang, he can catch you. Like he knows distance really well. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford, he really analyzes a fighter really well, man. And then he finds his opportunities, and he's always proven that he will get his opportunity. One thing you know in this fight, Terence Crawford is definitely going to catch Errol Spence. Errol Spence is definitely going to catch Terence Crawford. Okay. We know this.
Who got a better chin?
At 147, we're going to talk about now. We're not going to go down to all that Gamboa stinky leg shit, because that was years ago. We're talking about 147, yeah? 147, Terence Crawford can take it, but so can Errol Spence.
Who got a better chin?
Tough. I mean, you guys always say that the Mean Machine dropped him, but the Mean Machine, look how quick he got up like the Dracula. Terence Crawford got up like the Dracula and started putting hands on him. And that wasn't even called a knockdown, bro. Terence Crawford got up like nothing happened, bro.
But we know it was.
But we know that he got up like nothing happened. Has Errol Spence been dropped? He been dropped in his early fight?
Nah, he never been dropped. The only time he got hurt was Emmanuel Lardy.
He got hit
by Emmanuel Lardy.
Fight. Huh?
By Emmanuel Lardy.
Yeah. He got a little bit hurt in that fight.
A 6-rounder.
Early on. So
no. He got hurt. I think he got hurt in the 5th round.
Okay, let's rate their chins 1 to 10. I will give Terence Crawford a 9.
I would give Earl Spence a 9.5.
I might have to even. I don't want to agree, but I might have to.
I just think he's been in the welterweight, and I think he's faced better opposition to like nobody could say, all right, both of these fighters, they both skillful, but let's not neglect that Earl Spence had the better opponents. You have said it yourself. You have debated with me.
That's
you have said that Bud Crawford is shouldn't even be on the pound for pound.
Yeah, but I told you don't bring that into it. That's a different wrestler. Remember what? Yeah, I don't want to go there with you because you changed your mind last minute, right?
No. Hey, I did change my mind, but this what I said. This what I said right before, and I got tons of video talking about it. Right? Hold on, let me
get the super chat.
Villante said Bud already got dropped by Mean Machine recently. True.
Yeah, but let me just say this to the fans, Punch. That was not a fucking drop on paper. That fucking flash quick hit, yeah? Terence Crawford got straight back up and it wasn't even counted as a knockdown. You guys can keep saying, yeah, we saw it, but it was not a knockdown. In fact, it's not a knockdown. Facts, it's not a knockdown. Go on. And what your feelings is, it's a knockdown. What you saw was a knockdown, but in paper, it's not a knockdown.
Well, he did got hurt and he got knocked down, okay?
But, bro, that's what you saw, but it's not
That's what we saw. We saw.
Yeah, but they never got a knock. There wasn't an 8 count. There was nothing.
We understand it was an 8 count, but we know that he got hurt and got put down.
What you saw. But from that angle, what you saw, yeah, and what actually in the split second happened is something that the referee said, nah, man, that ain't no knockdown, bro.
What I said was...
That's what really happened, though. It was not a knockdown, though.
Why I picked Bud, right? Because I said that Bud had a larger bag, that if it needs to, for somebody to make the adjustments, I believe that Terence Bud Crawford will make the adjustment, right? That's what I said in my videos, right? I said this fight is a 49-51. It's a 50-50, 49-51. Sometime I have Bud, I don't know. But if it came down that these guys needed to make the adjustments, Bud Crawford has the more tools to make the proper adjustment. But let's be honest, that's what I'm saying, is that he didn't need to. Nobody is making Errol Spence adjust. Bud Crawford was forced to adjust. And yes, he did good in being forced. So somebody brought the best out of Bud. I don't think yet nobody's bringing the best out of Errol Spence. They pushed him to the limit. Sean Porter puts him to the limit. And what did he show? Punch resistance. What did he show versus Kell Brook? Punch resistance. That means in the later round, Errol Spence got punch resistance. And the thing I didn't want to. Oh, let me get this. Let me get Vigilante again. He said he held on for his life. Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, let me speak to Vigilante again.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, he might have held on to his life, Vigilante. Yeah, you might think he held on to his life. It was off balance. When you get hit quickly, yeah, it's off balance. Yeah, you saw the man get up in 1 second. So where the fuck did he hold on to his life? Send a proper super chat in the fucking chat, bro. That's not even smart. He didn't hold on to life. We've seen fighters hold on to life. That's just over-exaggerating it, bro. Go on.
And I said, good looking out, Vigilante. I said, defensively, Errol Spence stays in line, right? Been saying that for years. But with his pressure, his output, I have yet to see one of the elite fighters make him adjust. He's beating these guys on his A1 game. And I don't think if you put him in a dog fight, Bud Crawford is a dog, bro. That's why he's a different fighter when he's Bud. But Errol Spence, he's a shark at the beginning of the fight, a shark at the end of the fight. There is no alter ego with Errol Spence. Errol Spence is the truth throughout every round. It's hard to win a round versus Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Like Errol Spence come off the bat, not trying to fill. It's not no fill out rounds with Errol Spence, and this is why I believe this fight could go. It could go ways like it. It could go like Hagler and Hearn.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop being the fake fanboy of Terence Crawford now, bro.
It's what happened. It's too much.
No, it's not too much. I can carry on for a long time if you want. No problem. I got lots to say.
Steady Gain said Crawford doesn't have the luxury to not adjust.
No, what I'm going to say now on a real, yeah, Errol Spence, I'm going to say that Terence Crawford got all the skills to pay the bills in this fight. You know that Terence Crawford is a live dog in this fight. He's a live dog. If any man can beat Errol Spence, it is Crawford. In the welterweight division, if there's any man who can beat Errol Spence, it's Crawford. But what I'm hearing is a 2-fight deal. My thing is punch drunk boxing. You know boxing, I know boxing. The number 1 and number 2, we can break it down for until the fight starts. What we do know is how are both of these fights in their mindset looking to work. Looking to fill each other up in that fight. Because they know they got a second fight in the back of their head. Could this be a boring fucking fight? Like Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. And even people speak about Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard. There wasn't no knockdown in those fights. There was nothing heavy in those fights. They were chess matches. My thing is, do we really see both of these fights respecting each other to the point where we know that this fight's going to be very close and they both might be in a chess match and it might end up being a little bit not like the fight that we think it's going to be? Because they're the number 1 and number 2, could this end up being slightly boring where it'll be a lot of respect in this fight?
I believe there's going to be a lot of respect. I think both of these guys are also smart. I believe both of these guys are 12-round fighters, meaning they're smart. They know who they're up against. They know who Errol Spence knows who's in front of him. Bud Crawford knows who's in front of him. Bud Crawford is not going to come off the bat and she'll start swinging. Errol Spence is an Olympian. Let's not forget that as well. He's an Olympian. He's
Very
a smart
clever.
fighter.
Very
Smart
clever.
fighter. And I said the person, if you look at his amateur, and who he had trouble with, go looking at Vigilante and Steady Games. The people that he had trouble with is people that throws high volume punching and they have movement. Now, this was another reason why I analyzed Bud Crawford. Again, today I feel like, and I said it in the beginning of my show, lately I'm looking at tapes and sometimes I'm saying Earl, I'm saying Bud, and then I'm saying Earl. It's like,
Yeah, Punch, I do need to stop you. What made you change your mind? What is it? What's really took you now to go with Errol? And then you can get the Vigilante super chat. Get Vigilante first, because I know something happened to you. Something's happened. You've studied something about Errol Spence that you really have caught me by surprise, my brethren.
Earl wins by points. Too much output. Get mad.
Yeah, but you know, Punch, it's not about getting mad. It's about giving the logics of Terence Crawford, you know? But Vigilante, you have to understand this, bro. Terence Crawford is a man that can also, you know, he works fighters out. So all this output that Errol Spence is going to be throwing, he's going to be paying a price for it at some point. My thing is this, though. Once Errol Spence starts paying a price for what he's throwing out, the body to the head, that's what's going to win this fight for me. Who's taking less punishment in this fight? That's what I'm analyzing. Yeah? And who's smarter to analyze that fight, to understand as a fighter who wants to take less punishment? Because you got a rematch clause, bro. So who's going to be that fighter who knows that I got a rematch clause, I got to deal with this guy, and then it's got to be all guns blazing in the second fight? You know, why is Punch Drunk saying that George Kambosos held back in that first fight? He knew he had a rematch clause, and you're expecting more from George as well as you're expecting more from Devin Haney. It's just that you got to remember this, bro. A fighter is going to analyze the other fighter, and I feel that somewhere along the line, who's going to go and take more risk? But yeah, Punch, go on.
I said, look, he just came off a fight with Ugas, right? Yeah. He fought this year already, right? He fought around the same time last year, correct? Terence Bud Crawford, when did he fight? When's the last time Terence Bud Crawford fought?
Sean Porter, ain't it?
Sean Porter, that was last year. So he has a year layoff.
Yeah.
Errol Spence looked like he got his second win. I'm not just talking physically. I'm talking spiritually.
Oh, so now you see something in Errol spiritually is that's made you more believe him.
Yes, sometimes these fighters, you know, when they slacking, that's the time to get them. That's why it's smart for somebody to get Tank early on. But if Tank is maturing, and now you seeing him and he's not blowing up 30, 40 pounds, and now he's staying within weight range, and now he's serious, and now he's mature, and now he's taking his career as a professional athlete serious, it's going to be harder to beat that guy. I see Errol Spence. Errol Spence said, fuck the club, fuck the strip club. I'm a family man. I'm going to be with my kids all day. I'm going with my woman all day. Huh?
And his horses, his animals.
I'm going to be in the farm. He's going out to a rodeo. He's buying horses. He ain't buying Lamborghinis. He's buying horses.
Yeah.
He's appreciative of his second chance. He got a center. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Bud Crawford, he's also a family man. Beautiful. He got great relationship with his lady. Great, beautiful kid. Great nuclear family. Both of these guys, you got to give credit with their nuclear family. I love that they're representing that. You know what I'm saying? They're representing that. You know what I'm saying? Two great fathers. Great. You know, just a great representative of the of men and nuclear and you know, having the nuclear family and stuff like that. You got to give a lot of credit, right?
Yeah.
Errol Spence, we all know, is the bigger guy. Errol Spence is a very disciplined fighter when it comes to in the ring and in training, right? Both of these guys are. Bud Crawford is a gym rat. One thing that I have Bud Crawford also is movement. I believe that he could adjust with the movement. And I always said that Thurman and Bud Crawford is going to give Earl Spence problem because of their movement and the way that they're awkward, right? Earl Spence is not awkward. He throws the jab the way the jab needs to be thrown. He's always in position. He throws the 1 and 2. He goes to the body. He gets a little rough in there, but he's not unpredictable like Bud Crawford and or Thurman was. But let's just talk about Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is unpredictable. You don't know if he's going to start off the fight being a southpaw. You don't know how he's going to start off the fight being orthodox. So I think that that's going to bring some type of. I think that Bud Crawford is going to make Earl Spence think more than anybody else. And if you make him think more, maybe he's going to throw less punches. So if Bud Crawford, with his movement and his awkwardness and switching, could make him think, then he's going to throw less. And if you can make Earl Spence throw less, then Bud Crawford wins the fight. If you could bring down his punch count, Bud Crawford wins the fight. I believe that's the only thing Bud Crawford could do. Neutralize his activity. Neutralize his punch count. If you neutralize Earl Spence's punch count, that's what makes him special. That's why we call him the freight train. That's why he keeps coming and coming and coming. What Floyd Mayweather, you spoke about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, that it might be technical, it might be boring. Maybe. What did Mayweather did? He neutralized Manny Pacquiao's punch count. Manny Pacquiao was averaging 700 to 1,000 punches per 12th round, right? Manny Pacquiao threw 400 punches and threw less than Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather won that fight because he neutralized the punch count of Manny Pacquiao. The high volume puncher that if you go punch for punch, you're not going to go punch for punch with Manny Pacquiao. So I think that Bud Crawford, he has the skills. Could he do it? Could he switch? Could he make Earl Spence think? Could he make Earl Spence hesitate? Because it's hard to make Earl Spence hesitate. He's going to keep punching. I don't give a damn. He's going to pinch the arm. He's going to punch everything. But if you can make him hesitate, if you can make him think, Bud Crawford wins. Vigilante said Earl wins by points. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Good looking out, Vigilante. He said, oh, I'm sorry, this one. Not saying it's going to be easy, though that's why it's 50-50. Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. It's so many ways that we could look at it, so many ways that, they got to come, they both got to come correct. They both got to be in their A game.
Yeah.
It could be a boring fight. It could be. Have you ever seen Earl Spence be boring?
No, but Punch, I want to just say something, yeah?
Correct. They both got to be in their
No, I got to say this. No, I don't know what's going on there. You ready to hear it, yeah?
Go ahead.
Fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these strengths and I'm going to go over there and take this shit too. All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening. Thank you. Man down. Strength season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right, Punch. When they fucking I've been seeing on the Y2BC across the pond, to all those fanboys who've been hating on fucking Errol Spence, saying he ain't gonna take the fight, he ain't gonna want the fight. Just all these debates that they debated for years, wasted their time. Errol Spence told everybody. This is where they need to apologize to Errol Spence for trying to talk a lot of shit on his name. He told everybody a long time ago, when I clear up my side of the street, I'm going to come for who's got the belt. So is this fight only happening because Errol Spence wants it? Because the truth is, Errol Spence has made this fight. Like you said earlier, there's only one reason this fight's happening, because he's chasing Terence Crawford.
I think they're both chasing each other, but the business part of it, both of these fighters want the fight. But Earl Spence is the one that's changing the plans of PBC. The fight is happening. Bud Crawford wants the fight, but the fight is happening really because of Earl Spence. He's making the business say, I don't care if y'all saying it's not going to bring a lot of money. I don't care. Remember, PBC have came out to say that the fans is going to rob the fight. Steven Espinoza, Tim Smith, that's PBC side. They the one that's been downplaying if this fight is going to make the money, if the fans are going to be into it, if the casuals is going to be into it. Behind the scenes, they want Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. Let me tell y'all, folks, this is what it is. Whether y'all want to believe me or not, behind the scenes, they want Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence. That's the fight. They invested a lot of money on Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. That's the in-house fights. That's one of the most lucrative fights for their company, for their network. That's like I'm gonna give you an example. That's like you get a shorty, you get a woman, rap star, and you buy her the titties. You invest in her. You in a relationship for a long time. You buy her titties. You buy her a new ass, everything, right? You invest in her. You made her the way that you wanted, the way that you molded her. You got her. You helped her out in life and stuff like that. You invested so much in her, right?
I did invest in her titties as well.
Titties, nipples, ass, toes, everything. Yeah. You invested in this woman. You invested time. You invested in this woman for years. I made her
into an artificial baby doll.
Exactly. You invested it for years, right?
Yeah.
Who you going to value more? This girl on the side or the woman that you invested in more? Like, yeah, you may like both of them, but
that's not even a question, bro. You're gonna whoever your invested interest is in, you're gonna go with that.
Exactly. They invested so much in Earl Spence and Buck and Keith Thurman. They made them 2 pay-per-view. They pay-per-view guys. ESPN Top Rank invested in Buck Crawford. They build them. So now you build. Think about it, just put yourself as a manager. Just a manager. You're the manager of Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. And then here comes this other guy that could fuck up your business with a Keith Thurman. Because if Buck Crawford beats Earl Spence, and this guy is really not your client, this is not the guy that you spend money, send stipends, help him out. If he couldn't have paid his bills and stuff like that, that's the guy that you invested for years. PBC, Showtime, Fox wants Earl Spence and Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. That's why Keith Thurman don't have no date right now, because he's on standby. Earl Spence is saying, I love y'all. Thank you for building me. But this is my legacy. Give me Bud now. My body, I cannot stay 147 for a long time. This is my legacy. This is undisputed. Sorry, Tim Smith. I know maybe he's not going to get the most money. We could get a rematch, and the rematch historically always make more money. I need this fight now. Don't tell me about Keith Thurman. Why you think all the time? What did Earl Spence say? Keith Thurman, if I'm not fighting Bud, I'm leaving. I'm going to 154. He's forcing this fight on them, while the business is saying it's not enough money. It's a bad time. Look when they still haven't even announced the fight. Really. This is source. This is me. This is my Compinger. I've said it. They still have not stamped the fight yet. So right now we're 9 weeks out for one of the best fights in boxing. The most wanted fight is still not promoted. They got 9, and they're gonna promote this fight in 7 weeks. A big fight. Big fights usually give them 4 months to promote, 3 months to promote, 4 or 5 months to promote. 7 weeks to promote a Buck Crawford Earl Spence. It's because Earl Spence is forcing this fight down their throats.
Yeah, so you go
knowing that he could get more money or just as much money. Matter of fact, he gets more money with fighting Keith on Tom Thurman. I'm telling you this, brother.
I don't know, man. I think Errol Spence, Terence Crawford does more pay-per-view numbers.
No. I'm saying because Keith Thurman will take way less. If the fight with Keith Thurman and Earl Spence was made, Keith Thurman will be getting paid way less than Earl Spence.
I don't think Errol Spence can demand the money he wants with Keith that what he can get with Terence.
The money is there. What I'm saying is the money is there for Keith and Earl Spence.
Yeah.
The money is there for them. Earl Spence is forcing, no, I'm not fighting Thurman. Y'all not gonna do this political shit on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I
that's why you
want to
gotta
be
respect.
I could be a team. I want to be a team player, but it's either be a team player. Either I want to thank Al, I want to thank PBC, I want to thank the networks, the Steven Espinal, I want to thank Showtime, and I want to thank y'all for everything y'all given me. But this is the time I need to draw the line. This is the time that I need to take control. And what Earl Spence is doing right now behind the scenes is putting his foot down and saying no. No, all right. Y'all wanted me to fight Lamont Peterson. Y'all wanted me to fight and stay. Yes, y'all wanted me to fight Mikey Garcia. I did that. Y'all wanted me to do this. Now is my time. I won Bud, and that's it. And if y'all play with me, yo, I'll drop the belts. Don't play with me. I would drop the belts and move to 154. That's Earl Spence behind the scenes. I love y'all, but right now, I gotta take control of my career. And what Earl Spence is doing is putting his foot down. The money, all the money is not there. All the money is not there. You know what Earl Spence is saying? Man, I'm from Texas. I don't need that much money like that. Don't worry. Give it. I respect Bud Crawford. I respect his position. And I respect his legacy fight. So give what I got to give to Bud Crawford. Give what I got to give to Bud Crawford.
So
And
you gotta respect Errol Spence for everything he told you he was is who he is.
the truth.
And Errol Spence, at the end of the day, no matter what happened in his life, he's come back to show you he's the truth. And maybe it's a godsend for him. When the man survived from that Ferrari crash where 90% people they said would have died from that brain kind of injury, to jump or get, you know what I mean, elevated from a car like that, boom. You know what I mean? There's a reason why Errol Spence is here. And this is probably why he's making his reason to make sure that he's going to achieve what he came out to do. So you got to respect him for what he is, what he's doing, and you got to respect Terence Crawford for what he's doing. He's stepping up. He's got to take that. So
Keith Thurman. I'm sorry. Earl Spence gave these guys an ultimatum. As much as it hurt him, because he knows these guys has done everything for him, Earl Spence have given his team an ultimatum. Either you make this fight, or I'm dropping the belts, and y'all gonna lose the power. Y'all didn't get Canelo Alvarez. Let's not forget that. Y'all didn't get Canelo Alvarez. Deontay Wilder lost. Adrian Broner is no more available. Keith Thurman, y'all don't know what to expect from him. I'm the man of the ship. I'm the guy that's keeping this ship going. Y'all didn't know if Deontay Wilder was going to retire or not. Y'all don't know what to expect from Thurman, and y'all don't know what to get out of Adrian Broner. I am the golden goose now. You better give me this fight. I don't want no Stanionis. I don't want no Thurman. Give me my Bud fight, and then we'll see what we could do after that.
But is it true, right, that Errol Spence had to let Terence Crawford said that he don't want to fight in Texas?
I mean, that was part of the negotiations, but
Terence Crawford didn't want to fight in Errol Spence's hometown.
he wanted to fight in a neutral ground. And Buzz said it in the Porter's podcast. But that's what I mean about the business of boxing. Bud Crawford want to be in neutral ground, but if y'all want to make this fight, y'all want to make some money. They want this fight to be in Texas. I understand, Bud, but if you don't want to fight in Texas, then we're going to have to push this fight somewhere else because we need to make money as well.
Yeah.
So it's either we pay off an artist that got his residency in T-Mobile Arena or MGM Grand, because these guys, all these venues are booked. That's why it's hard right now. That's why this window of opportunity with November 19th always been a date.
Yeah, but you told everybody that 2 months ago, innit?
Yeah.
That the date was around November the 19th. You told me about over a month ago.
I put it right here. This is for the members. There you go.
Yeah.
I put that 2 months ago. November 19th day is good to go date. For now, they are coming up with bouts, which they will announce. And they're going to announce, you know what I'm saying, how other bouts and stuff like that. This fight already been done. Earl Spence and Terence Bud Crawford agreed a long time ago before the summer. They agreed a long time ago.
Right.
The work has been the networks, has been everybody else, and they trying to hold back. They trying to hold back. It's very, very hard. You got college basketball, football, you got the artists, all the musicians that they are on tour right now. So all these all these guys are booked.
See, you
All
know
these
what? Let's just keep this real though, and especially Derek Styles acknowledges. Punch already told people this behind the scenes to the members. If you was a member, you would have known 2 months ago that Punch already knew a date that he got the sources to tell him.
Mhm.
So now everybody's reporting this today. Oh, yeah, it's
Yo,
November 19th. Yo, yeah, it's November 19th. I mean, that's the biggest news that every channel's pushing out there today. It's November the 19th. And I'll remember that you told everyone November the 19th. But why is there such a big thing now that fights November the 19th?
man, they don't respect your boy
I don't know
Punch,
what's going
man.
on,
They don't
bro.
respect your boy Punch. That's what it is, man. They don't look. They
Mad.
think that their gods is Mike Compinger and Dan Raphael. They think that they're the only people that know people, man.
That's crazy, bro.
They only think they're the only people that know people. People got to pay the respect. 3 months out, I said 3 months out, 3 months before Amanda Serrano signed with Jake Paul and the membership. Oh, she gonna sign with Jake Paul?
Look, you're telling people in the drunken nation this information, right? And these people are reporting it today.
Put it this way: Rap Star, does Teofimo Lopez got an opponent?
Yes.
Does he got a date?
Yes.
I'll wait on. I will wait. I will wait a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They announce that, right? All right.
Oh no, man! You guys need to wake up. You better know that we know this news way long ago, but it's nice to hear it again, and it's official. It was official anyway a long time ago.
Mhm.
It was official a long time ago. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something as well, people.
But I gotta
Jamal
say, but I
Charlo.
gotta.
Remember that Jamal Charlo deal?
Yeah, he
Jamal,
signed.
when Jamal Charlo signed, you told me straight away. Remember that Jamal Charlo signed that
Yeah.
fight with Canelo,
Mm-hmm.
and then it came out later that he did sign.
Yeah, he did sign. I said a
And
long
you
time
knew
ago.
that. You knew that a long time ago.
And that's why. If anybody's seen, remember we've been on Jamal Charlo's neck, right?
Mm.
But once you know things behind the scenes for real, and this is why, look, I don't come with no videos about Jamal Charlo. You know why? Because Jamal Charlo is the one that's been getting fucked over. I'm gonna tell you, like, I know a lot of y'all are frustrated with Jamal Charlo, but and look, I've been saying the same thing a lot of y'all been saying about his career. Of course, Jamel Charlo was the man. We want Jamal Charlo to do his thing, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Behind the scenes, they fucked around with Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo signed two term sheets already. He signed the Canelo fight. And if I could get the date, I had it on my other phone. I know the date when he signed to fight Canelo. He signed his half, and then he signed to fight Jaime Munguia. And those fights got pulled from the negotiation table when they were about to announce a week before they were about to announce Canelo Alvarez versus Jamal Charlo for Cinco de Mayo. They took it off the table, and the Zone came up with the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view, the Zone was forced. The Zone was forced to get that pay-per-view, and that's when Canelo Alvarez made his decision to the Zone. But Charlo signed his half and was happy that he was signed. And then Jaime Munguia, both of these guys signed their term. And Oscar De La Hoya did what he did. So in all reality, Jamal Charlo wants to fight. Is that he's just been getting fucked over, man, in the negotiations. And me knowing that, I whatever y'all could use that as narrative. I'm not gonna do that, bro. Because in the end of the day, if I see these people in person, ain't nobody gonna be calling me no bullshit in front of their face. Ain't nobody gonna be calling me a liar. I got too much pride for that. So I know what I put out there. Nobody could tell me, hey yo, you lying about this information. Nobody could say that shit. Just like Bill Haney, when I knew they had a meeting June 14th, June 15th with Top Rank Office, they can't say nothing about me. They can't say, yo, Punch, nah. The only thing they're going to say is, man, how the fuck you know that shit, man?
And I agree with, what's his name? The guy in the chat. What's his name? The Warrior next.
What's good, Kendall?
I agree with that guy in the chat though. The Warrior next.
He said, but if those fights fell through, he should have had stayed busy fights. But he was about to get the busy fight. He got crucified for that. Remember, he was going to get the Sulecki fight, and he got crucified. That's when I'm like, yo, that's fucked up. I felt sorry for the dude. No, I don't feel sorry for fighters, but I feel sorry that sometimes people don't know what goes behind the scenes, right? Because if they knew what goes behind the scenes, if they see it like in action and they see Jamal Charlo, all right, I signed for Canelo Alvarez. I'm in training. You know, when he signed, he went to training camp already for the Canelo. He started his mini training camp for Canelo because he signed his end of the deal. And
because whoever fights Canelo needs to sign all their part of the deal way ahead so Canelo's team can make their decisions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He signed his part. Jamal Charlo already signed his part. And then he signed his part. He's waiting on the announcement. Yeah, I'm ready. That's it. I'm gonna get my chance with Canelo finally. And then that shit gets pulled. I'm gonna get Jaime Munguia. He signed for Jaime Munguia, and then that shit get pulled. And then to stay busy, they say Sulecki, and the whole world of boxing got on him. But people don't know what goes behind the scene. He didn't want Sulecki, man. You think Jamal Charlo says, all right, Al, can you get me Sulecki?
Anyway, Jamal Charlo signed to fight one of the baddest fighters in the game today, which is Canelo Alvarez. End of story. He was ready to fight whoever. As long as the deal's right, he'll fight whoever the fuck you put in front of him. But he ain't gonna get credit for that, is he?
Who?
Jamal Charlo.
Nah.
That he's ready to fight anybody, but the fights fell through.
They ain't gonna get. I'm
People
telling you, man.
Keep
These
it
fighters,
real about that.
Yo, these fighters want to fight these fighters could fight anybody. They want to fight, but the business of boxing more than ever right now, because boxing is not this lucrative sport to the point where the networks are going to push other sports away for boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's what the networks are not going to do. So now fighters are waiting on dates. You know what I'm saying? They're ready. They want to fight, but now it's dates.
And we also, sorry to say, I just want to cut this in. We don't know what's going on in people's personal life. We saw on Jamal Charlo's personal life, he's got women and baby mama problems too. You know, and he fights through that, it looks like, anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this: these fighters are getting depressed, bro. They're getting mentally, and it's hard to say, but these guys are desperate for dates. Keith Thurman is desperate for a date. You know what I'm saying? He's tired. He's waiting. These guys are ready. They're in the gym. They're waiting on dates, man. Broner, the more that he got a fight right with Omar Figueroa, but let's not forget he's been waiting on canceled. Nah, but he pulled out of the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now looking at how Omar Figueroa looked, he should have never pulled out that fight. He probably would have been Omar Figueroa.
Yeah, Adrian Broner's put it on himself now. You know that he's not mentally in check. So you already know he got some weaknesses going on. He needs some counseling. He needs some help. And he needs to find himself spiritually like you need to see him.
He said, Pat Greedy said he could have fought Andre. Andre has, there's some business issues with PBC and Andre. And I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's basically blackballed from PBC. And that's why we don't see the Andre. And everybody knows behind the scenes why PBC and Andre is not working. PBC got too many fighters and not enough dates.
But let's talk about what your thumbnail is then. So 2022, if these fights are going to take place, other fights are in negotiation. We never expected a Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. We don't know what's going on with Tank and Ryan, but we know now Errol Spence and Crawford's dates on. I mean, this could be one of the biggest years if these other fights are generating.
And that's why I'm very optimistic about it, because sometimes we hear about fighters calling each other out, but they already got terms. They already got paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And I always say that paperwork is the real call out in boxing. So we thought that Tyson Fury is bluffing. We wanted Anthony Joshua to call out his bluff. It's real. It's paperwork done. So I have to put it down. I'm confident because it's real paperwork. There's negotiations. There are negotiations, and Ryan Garcia and Javante Tank Davis is in talks. That's why they're not saying anything. That's why you can't. That's why you don't hear Ryan Garcia say anything really what's going on. You know why? Because when you're dealing with Tank's peoples and that team, that side of they don't like to talk about it. They could say, look, Oscar De La Hoya and Gomez could say out loud, oh man, we still want to talk. And these guys, no, that's just the pressure of the fight, but they're already in talks. They're already in talks. And I knew this shit before even Oscar De La Hoya opened his mouth.
Okay. So yeah, man. So the fucking year could be big. It could be fireworks. It could be explosive for 2022. We could be having the biggest fights towards the end of this year. The last fall of boxing could be just fire. Not to mention, we got Canelo Alvarez and Golovkin. We got the weigh-in. The weigh-in's coming in a bit. So yeah, we're big. Boxing's looking good, bro.
All I could say is, next fight, let's say the Tio fight, December, I think Zayers is gonna be in the co-main. It's gonna be a car with Jared Anderson and Teofimo Lopez. I could tell you that.
But there you go.
The details will be in the details already in the membership.
Hey, there you go. But let me just say this, bro. You got to remember this. AJ's taking the fight with Tyson Fury, and I want to say this to anybody. In the history of boxing, a heavyweight hasn't lost twice and gone in straight for a champion before.
Yo, we gotta. I admire Anthony Joshua though.
Yeah,
like even the way that he took his loss, but the way that he took his loss, just let me know. Like people could see it in different way. You could see that he's a sore loser, or you could see it. For me, a sore loser is not always bad. You know what I'm saying? I know the way he threw the belts and everything, but he made me. But I take it as you really wanted to win. You gave it your all, and you're frustrated that you ain't come with the win. You're human, bro. You're human. You show me that you really, really want it, and then you show me that the same week you back in the gym. And that's one thing about Anthony Joshua that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of people like to talk about people that makes excuses, that people is all this. But Anthony Joshua, every time he's back in the gym, just like he did with Andy Ruiz, back in the gym. Just like we did with Alexander Usyk when he first lost, back in the gym, and now he's back in the gym sparring and stuff like that. And he's wanting to take a Tyson Fury fight. You know why? Because Anthony Joshua may lose, but it's hard to demoralize him. He don't let himself be demoralized, even if when he got stopped at Andy Ruiz. So I always trust in Anthony Joshua. I think he's a very representative of what a real warrior is. With your mouth fight this.
I'm going to tell you this. Some people in England are saying Eddie Hearn, if he was the right promoter and maybe if he had any say, he would try and get Joshua to avoid Tyson Fury right now and get Joshua fights with Dillian White and fighters like that and make a lot of money and then put him in. They're saying that Eddie Hearn's throwing Anthony Joshua in just in for money. But some people believe that even Eddie Hearn don't have no power in Joshua's decision.
Hold on. Let me say, Kendall, what's good, Kendall? Kendall said, Punch, are you able to do live commentary for the Canelo fight? Yes, sir. Hell yeah, I'm going to do that live commentary, my brother. You already know, Kendall. You already know, man. Putting in that work. I remember, Eddie Hearn can't control Anthony Joshua. He's a partner with Anthony Joshua, and he knows. Look, Anthony Joshua management got network deals. Anthony Joshua is a powerful guy. You just can't. And I think in the UK, Anthony Joshua is more powerful than Canelo Alvarez is here.
But they're saying Eddie Hearn's feeding Anthony Joshua to the dogs.
No, he's feeding himself.
He's feeding himself. But in other words, this is not a right fight for AJ, is what some people are saying in the boxing circuit in England.
I mean, like, what is AJ supposed to do at this point of his career? Like, why is he gonna fight Dillian White? And that's what I mean. No, I'm gonna say it like this. Why? I'm gonna say it like this.
Go on.
The network sometimes is putting these fighters in position to take these fights that they don't want to. Look at Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is fighting Triple G because that was on the deal, that was on the package deal, so I have to fight him. Does Canelo Alvarez truly wants to fight Triple G? No. That's the only thing that have me thinking that if Canelo Alvarez loses to Triple G, it's because he really didn't want to fight. His heart wasn't in to fight Triple G. He's fighting for the network. He's fighting for the network. And I think that's worse. That's worse because you're not ready. You physically ready, but probably mentally, emotionally not ready. Not ready, but you don't want it. You don't want to fight Triple G. He's been saying this ever since he beat for 4 years. He's been saying that. All of a sudden, he changed his mood, just like Punch Drunk changed his prediction.
And I'm just saying, bro.
Nah, it's hard. If AJ wants this fight, he's gonna take this fight.
But mentally, AJ's not ready for this fight.
Why not?
Because mentally,
why not mentally?
you see that AJ had a breakdown. Mentally, you know that he's not in the right place. I even watched my brethren, what's his name, Spencer Ferrin, talking about it. And he got me convinced as well. And he said, look, no fighter has lost twice like that and goes in a fight with like a Tyson Fury. He goes, under peer pressure, if you fight a fight like that, he goes, we all can see that Anthony Joshua's not in the right place mentally. I see that before he even told me that. Or I saw that. I seen that Anthony Joshua's mentally not right for this fight. But yeah, it's a major fight. Yeah, it's an opportunity. Is AJ right in the head? Not right now.
What do you mean? Well, why he's not?
You just said yesterday that if Canelo Alvarez loses to Golovkin, he needs a year out.
Yeah.
You said it. You said it.
Mm-hmm.
So if Anthony Joshua lost twice to Usyk, he needs a little bit of time out, train, relax, get himself mind focused, go back in the sparring and get ready to be confident to fight good fighters and then come for Tyson Fury. No. If you really want to do it. But right now, AJ is not mentally correct.
The difference between that is that Canelo Alvarez is the favorite. So Canelo Alvarez wasn't supposed to lose. See, he's the underdog. It don't matter if AJ goes back into the drawing board and beats Dillian, knocks out Dillian White. Tyson Fury is still going to be the favorite.
AJ was the favorite versus Usyk in the first fight.
Look, Anthony Joshua knocks out Dillian White. What does that do? What does that do to build the confidence that you already knocked out a guy?
Makes a lot of money, and he's still in the game, and he's
he don't
his
need
momentum's
money.
Good.
He makes enough money. He makes more money outside of boxing than everybody in boxing. AJ makes more money outside of boxing than everybody makes in boxing. So he is the way that you think he may be motivated. This is going to motivate him. This is why he's in the gym right now. If he didn't have
a fight, AJ's ready? You think AJ's ready for this fight?
Yes, he's ready for this fight.
After two losses?
Yeah, he's ready for this fight. I believe so.
After 2 losses, yeah?
Yeah, he's ready for this fight because it's.
How many fighters have you ever remembered lost twice like that and then come back for a big fight like that?
I don't know. Every fighter is different. I don't know if I got to think hard. Let me see who.
Why is AJ so special and different?
He's just because he's showing it. He's letting us know by staying in the gym. That's why he's not going on vacation. Where does Anthony Joshua go? Where'd he go? Most fighters go to take a vacation, win or lose. He's in the gym. This rich man that could be anywhere in life. Could go anywhere in life. Could be anywhere. Could be fucking having orgies all over the place. Could be partying. He's in the gym. Anthony Joshua, don't even have to lace up the gloves anymore. Yes, he don't need to take this fight. Him taking this fight, it's letting me know that he's ready for this fight mentally. Because he don't need to take the fight. He could take easy, like you said. He could just make good money, easy payday. Fight Dillian White and knock him out. You already knock him out. And look. He fights Dillian White, 70,000 people will look on. Am I right or wrong? Rap start taking a piss.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, you ain't even know what I said. But
I know what
AJ,
you said. I could hear it from if he fights Dillian White, does he sell out 70,000?
I think he ready, and why when a fighter don't want to fight something, we question them, and now when he want to fight, we question him, saying that he's not ready.
No, because generally, if you look at it, yeah, the man broke down. He threw his belts on the floor. Said he don't want to fight for belts anymore. Then he turns around and then you can see him crying. Yeah. Then you realize the man's lost twice, not once but twice. Now Gypsy King puts it on him, gives him an offer that's too good to refuse. In front of the world, Gypsy King slandering him, saying this offer, if he refuses it, then you guys know what's going on. Then he takes the offer, but I don't think he's ready for it straight away. He just had 2 losses. I don't know any fighter in history who's had losses like that, and I can't even understand. I want to see the fight. Do I think he's mentally got some issues right now after those losses? Yeah. I don't know if he's mentally ready. You might think so. And maybe I think he needs momentum again. But go on.
And the
I feel
heavyweight,
that he needs that.
yeah, but they're asking to have momentum with a guy that he laid out already.
Or give him somebody else. It don't have to be that guy. He can make money with anybody and everybody. He can put him with anyone. A cab driver will make he make millions and millions. So, look, the main thing is he brave taking the fight? Yes.
Yeah, he didn't get demoralized though. He just got outboxed.
Yeah, I hear you.
Did he even get a nosebleed that fight?
I mean, he did do better in the second fight. You got to give him that.
Yeah, so now the momentum is in the gym.
He did do better in the second fight.
The momentum is to keep being in the gym. Just stay in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
But then we're hearing your mate, Deontay Wilder, getting called out by fucking Alexander Usyk now. Fucking hell, what is going on?
Now that's the difference, right? Look, Deontay Wilder loses to Deontay Wilder for the second time, twice in a row, right? What was his energy? What did Deontay Wilder say? I don't need to fight anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know I'm coming back to boxing. People don't even know if he was retired now.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he got demoralized.
Yeah, and look who he's fighting coming back, Hellenius.
But he got demoralized.
Yeah, that's
He needs momentum. Anthony Joshua didn't get demoralized. Anthony Joshua felt in his heart that he won the fight. Saying if he would have got put down, if he would have got this, nah, man. And look what happened. Even he got demoralized. Well, he got put out. We still say that his heart is the MSG after Andy Ruiz, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua wants this, and he sees that there's a window of opportunity. I didn't get hurt too much. I didn't take punishment. Let me go back in the gym. I'm already seasoned. I'm already in shape. I could go right back and get this Tyson Fury. Everybody think I'm going to lose anyway. I got nothing to lose. Everybody think I'm going to lose anyway. Maybe that goes back into the Anthony Joshua psyche of the 14, 15-year-old that was in the hood, in the street. He don't got that pressure no more. And remember what Eddie Hearn was saying. Oh, the pressure of Anthony Joshua. He was carrying the whole country, and he had everybody. He had the whole country on his shoulder. Blah blah. That's it. He got no pressure. He got no more pressure. But man, y'all, man, tomorrow, back at it again. Tomorrow, back at it again. Subscribe to the channel. Join and become a member of the Punch Drunk Boxing. Good show. Good looking out. Rap Star. Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge.
Yes, sir. I'm out. Peace. Thanks, Punch Drunk Boxing, for having me. The chat. I'm out of here. Can't wait for tomorrow. The weigh-in. We'll talk to you tomorrow, Punch.
All right, brother. Peace out, everybody. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.